Hello guys, and welcome to episode 22. We're still here in the Mirelands, although this episode is actually going to take place over in the Coastlands predominantly. But I had to stay over here because it looks like we do still have one more thing to turn into Professor Laventon, and I didn't want you guys to miss out. I'm not even sure what new information we have. Oh, of course, our battle with Pachirisu. We got some new information for it. What is new down here? Investigated... Oh, okay, so it's actually the additional research thing there of investigated strategies for battling with Pachirisu. Alrighty. Well, I was planning on just going ahead and starting us off over in the Coastlands, but when I talked to Professor Laventon and saw we had something to turn in, I didn't want to not record that, just in case it was something important. Anyway... But for this episode, like I said, we're going to be predominantly over in the Coastlands. But the first thing I want to do is actually head out to the Fieldlands. We need to go and catch a Combee at the Grueling Grove, which, if I'm not mistaken, we can actually use this map a little bit to help us out here. I believe the base camp, what's it called? So you've got the Fieldlands camp that's around over here in this part of the map, and you've got the Heights camp that I think is kind of more in this area. Obviously, this little small map here doesn't correspond directly one-to-one with the in-area map, but I think we'll be closer to the Grueling Grove if we go to the Fieldlands camp. Might be wrong there, but we'll just have to see. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, the Grueling Grove, yeah, it's just right over here. Oh, looks like we have a satchel along the way, so we can go ahead and pick that up. And, oh, a new request down here. Well, as long as we're doing requests, I will go ahead and... Oops. That's trying to drop that thing down. But I guess we can go ahead and pick this one up, because that's not too far from the Heartwood. And maybe we can grab some of these other satchels along the way, just to go ahead and clear out this area. And that'll get us some more merit points, too. So, let's hop on to Weird Ear, and let's get over there and see what we can do with this Combee hunting quest, because I believe we're going to have to go and get at least 2 more Combee from other locations, and then see what comes of that. Now, I know there's that Alpha Rapidash over here. Right now, I've got Typhlosion and Umbreon in the party, along with Dusknoir, and those are like 3 of my kind of mainstay Pokemon I've been using. But I've got Weird Ear, Quillfish, and Gyarados at the moment. I decided to go with these 3, or well, I went with Weird Ear because I just want to get Weird Ear more leveled up. But Quillfish and Gyarados I thought seemed like appropriate Pokemon to have if we're going to be out exploring the watery coastlands anyway. So, let me see, I don't remember what level this Rapidash was at, but since we've got some water types with us... Ooh, level 40. Well, uh-oh. Let's see if we can't handle an Alpha Rapidash. Don't know if we'll be able to catch it or not, but maybe we'll at least be able to defeat it in battle. I'll send out Umbreon first. Oh, good going, Umbreon. I don't think Gyarados or Quillfish would be able to withstand even a single attack from a level 40 Alpha. So let's see what we can get done with Umbreon. How much does a regular Dark Pulse do as far as damage goes? Oh, that's not too bad. Fire Blast. Okay, good. Umbreon was still... Oh, no, 2 of them. Oh, and that one was a critical hit. Darn. Alright, well then we will pop over... Actually, I want to throw out Dusknoir. I still need to get Dusknoir's levels up a little bit more. Let's try Dark Pulse from Dusknoir and see what difference in power there might be there. Okay, so not quite as powerful as Umbreon. Uh-oh. Is Rapidash going to get another? Yes, it is. I do like that, though. Rapidash has always been, since its initial conception or I shouldn't say conception, but Since the first time they brought Rapidash into the series, which Rapidash was an original Pokemon, or one of the original Pokemon, it's always been popularly known that it was supposed to be extremely fast. But really that speed didn't play into the game mechanics that much, except for giving you the first strike in most battles. Alright, there we go. We got some experience candy for that too. But now I've got to go ahead and revive my Pokemon. But yeah, I like how they've adjusted speed to have more of an influence in this game. Because really, in a regular, or in a past Pokemon game, Umbreon's speed, while, what would the word be? Its speed would have been useful, but it wouldn't have necessarily given it any sort of a major advantage in a battle. But here, Rapidash's incredible speed gives it a great deal of advantage when fighting against slower Pokemon, because it can attack twice in a single turn. Now, luckily, because we've got Basculegion, we can very quickly fjord the stream. Or not fjord, ford the stream. So here we have the Grueling Grove, and there should be a Combee over here somewhere. I don't believe gender should matter, because I don't think Almus is going to want to evolve the Combee. So I didn't see Grueling Grove pop up onto the screen on the little, like, the corner thing where it shows you the name. I didn't see it pop up, but yeah, we are definitely in the Grueling Grove, so let's see about catching a Combee. I'd like to get a back strike if I could, just because that will give us a little bit more, that'll give us some more points when we turn in the research data to Professor Laventon. And let's see. There we go. Hello, other Combee. Alright, now does that update our... Well, I guess I need to actually check if that updates our mission, or our request, I should say. A taste of honey. Then show it to Almus. Well, I don't see anything specifically stating that we caught one. Just to be on the safe side, let me just... Oh, what was that? Something on the ground? Oh, more dazzling honey. There's the good old Alpha Heracross. I just want to wander around for a moment and make sure that Grueling Grove doesn't pop up onto the screen. Because if it pops up into the corner, that means that we weren't technically inside of it. Let's go ahead and just call that good. That should be our Grueling Grove Combee for Almus. And we'll go ahead and get back. Now, I assume if I swim far enough over here, I'm just checking this out because we're already here, so yeah, we just hit a wall. Oh, and it starts raining. Now, is that rain from the actual weather, or is that because we hit the environmental wall? Oh no, it looks like it did just actually start raining. Now, I completely bypassed the satchel. So let's go ahead and collect those, and we can get some more merit points. Now, it's somewhere around here. There we go. I like that they do it this way, or that they've included something like this, because we... Oh wow! Look at all the extra satchels. Where did all these come from? Whew. We were almost empty on satchels last episode, or at least the last time I turned in a bunch of them. But now we've got almost a screen and a half. Well, so let's see. I want to get over to this request. So it looks like what we're going to do is travel to Grand Tree Arena, grab this satchel, get the request, and then from the Heights camp, work our way over this way. Alright, so off to the Grand Tree Arena. So let's make a beeline now for that satchel. And, oh yeah, go Weirdeer. Powerful legs. There is a little part of me that does kind of wish that like, once we evolved our own Weirdeer, we'd be able to ride our own Pokemon around, but it's such a small little thing, it doesn't really matter too much. Oh. One thing this game has made me realize, though, is that I greatly miss having a mini-map. For a large open-world kind of exploration game, and I'll be honest, on Breath of the Wild, when I played through that, I think I was forever turning off my mini-map, just because I got kind of used to just sort of wandering around aimlessly and just sort of exploring. Where are you, little satchel? My thing's in the way. Looks like it's just south, or just north of us. Or no, wait. No, yeah, that's south. That's south, just south of us. So... Wait, which... Oh, no, it's over here somewhere. Okay, yeah. But see, twisting around and doing all that stuff was something that was a little easier when I could simply pop back open a mini-map right quick, orient myself that way, and... Oh, we get a full heal out of that. Nice. But yeah, this game has made me kind of realize that just having the option of a mini-map on the heads-up display is something that I do kind of miss a little bit, even though I almost always had it turned off for the most part when I was playing through Breath of the Wild. Anyway, oh darn, I was trying to avoid having the B-Barrel actually smack me. Or not, sorry, not B-Barrel, B-Doof. But as long as we've got an Alpha B-Doof, because I know it's going to be naturally low level, well, lower level anyway than, say, the B-Barrel over there. Actually, no, come to think of it, level 27 B-Doof, I think, is more powerful than the B-Barrel. Because since this B-Barrel is a regular Alpha and not a random one, I guess that's something we can check on right quick. Do the regular Alphas... Nope, see, it's still at level 16, so I wasn't sure if maybe as you progress through the story of the game, if some of the regular Alphas would start to naturally level up. But it looks like that B-Barrel's, for lack of a better word, hard-coded to be level 16. Basculegion, I love it. Now let's see. We are going in the right direction for... Yes, out here to this island. We've never been to this island before. Well, let's see what requests we might run into, and maybe what new Pokemon might be out here. Ramanas Island. Oh, they've got the western... Or no. Yeah, western Gastrodon. Oh, look, they've got Apalm over here. Hi, Apalm and Staravia that want to battle. No, Staravia. I don't want to get too distracted on camera, anyway. Oh, cool! Is that an Alpha? I bet that's an Alpha. Yeah, they've got an Alpha Infernape over here. How cool! Let's see. Ooh, level 65. I love how the Pokemon have their little battle cries. Well, if I put an Alpha stamp right there, that is going to cause a little bit of an issue with being able to read Ramanas Island, so I'm going to put it just above. Now, something interesting that I discovered about the Alphas, and let me see if I can get over there. Yes, I can. Okay, let me zoom into the Meyerlands. Now, this is just something I want to point out to you guys that I didn't mention last time. But as I said, I was battling a bunch of Roselia, apparently fruitlessly trying to complete its Pokedex entry, since we don't actually have one caught yet. Doesn't seem like we can do that. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed in that, but it does make sense. You didn't get any kind of Pokedex entry ability in the previous games until you'd actually caught a Pokemon to begin with. But over here is this stamp. Now this is where the Alpha Roserade appears in the daytime, and it's where an Alpha Honchkrow will appear at nighttime, and the day-night shift kind of changes the Pokemon you see there. But as I was battling the Roselia, which you have Roselia that kind of stretch all over this area, there's a cluster of them here, around where the Roserade will be, and then there's a few more that just sort of kind of fizzle out as you go in number, as you get to where this berry tree is that I marked over here. The thing is, though, Roserade, I don't know if this is something unique to Roserade or if a bunch of different alpha Pokemon will do this, but Roserade was literally tracking me like all the way over here. It may not seem like that long of a distance on the map, but it was a pretty good distance. Roserade seems to have a really large area that it can actually travel around once it decides that it wants to battle you. And the funny thing is every time I defeated a Roselia and the battle ended, it seemed like that's what was drawing Roserade to a particular location. Because if I fought a Roselia here, and the battle ended, and then I kind of moved over into this area and hid, Roserade would kind of wander around this area looking for me. Or I guess it's just kind of looking for what had attacked the Roselia, which, you know, for gameplay standpoint is, of course, me. But that's kind of interesting because it seems like Roselia might have actually been acting as an almost like a protector for all of the... Or Roserade was acting like a protector for all of the Roselia. And so I found that whole behavior pattern and that programming rather interesting. But let's get out of here. Hello, little cheeky monkeys. How did you guys even wind up over here? Because I don't think there's Apalm anywhere else in the Fieldlands. So maybe this is just kind of like the monkey sanctuary, and they're all being protected by Infernape. I kind of like that idea, actually. But anyway, we have our request over here. What's going on? Oh, looks like it's a member of the Diamond Clan. Hemo? I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. I guess I'll just say Hemo. You've got Pokemon with you? What are the odds? Fate must have my back today, bringing you here. Well, in a roundabout way, I suppose. The reason I know you're here is from my Arc phone, which I guess is imbued with the power of Arceus, and it puts a little divot over your head so that I know that you're here and needing help. So, yeah, kind of in a way, fate does have your back. Look, I know we just met, but would you do something for me? I'd love it if you could bring me that Pokemon. What's its name again? Well, the one with a scythe on each arm. Oh, yeah, sure. Excellent. I had a feeling you'd say that. Never mind why I need it. Just bring me that Pokemon with a scythe on each arm. Coming up roses. Okay. Well, ironically, let's see, what are you doing? You are... Now, find the Pokemon with a scythe on each arm and catch one to show to Himio. To show? Okay, so he doesn't actually want to keep one, he just wants to see it then, maybe. He seems to be doing something with the flowers, so I don't find his behavior odd. I'm kind of overanalyzing it, but I mean, if you want a Scyther, you know, I would like to make sure that you're not up to anything, you know, nefarious. Oh, yep, Drifloon over here, just like always. But yeah, it doesn't look like he's up to anything dangerous, and if he just wants to see one, that shouldn't be too bad either. So let's just see here. I do actually have, well, I'm trying to. Oh, do I actually have to have it in my party? Well, okay. Well, let's pop back over to the Heights camp, and we can come down the side of the mountain and then see what's on the small island on our way back to Himio. Or Hayemo. Haimo, however we pronounce his name. But it looks like I actually have to bring a Scyther there specifically. Oh, wait. Maybe he wants me to battle something with Scyther. Because ordinarily, if somebody just wants to see a Pokemon, I can usually just show them a Pokemon. Now, I do have a second Scyther. I call it a male Scyther, too, in addition to my female, because Scyther have gender differences. I wasn't really planning on giving this Scyther away, but at the same time, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily mind giving the Scyther away to a good home. So let's go ahead and knock Quillfish and Gyarados out. Just because I don't want to lose track of them too much, I'm going to go ahead and just stick them down here. And now let's grab our level 30 Scyther. And there we go. So we've got both of them. And just in case Hiemo wants to have a Scyther to keep, we can give him our level 16 male. But, oh dear. That was foolish of me. I'm sorry, Weird Ear. But, oh, and I went down the complete wrong side of the mountain, too. Well, how doubly silly of me. But yeah, I think we'll be pretty much covered either way like this. Hello, Alpha Cricketoon. Now I did say we were going to explore the small island, so let's go ahead and do that anyway. Oh, there's a wisp over there. Okay. Well, I guess we can be a little bit doubly productive. There we go. Oh, a space-time distortion seems to be forming. Okay. Well, in that case, I may put a cut in right quick, guys, just so I can let that distortion form, and I can collect some of the treasures from out of it. But here is yet another wisp in the Fieldlands. Okay, so that's our 10th wisp in this area, and there is our location. Accessible only once you have Basculegion. But what's over here? We have some more King's Leaf. Ooh, that's good for the max potions. And what do we have? Scyther, if you would help. What do we have in this tree? Oh, more citrus berries. Again, good for the max potions. Alright, well, while we are waiting on the space-time distortion to form, I'm going to go for a swim. Who's over here? Oh, we actually have more quillfish over here. Interesting. So I wonder if that means that quillfish are both freshwater and saltwater capable, or if perhaps because we're getting kind of close to the ocean, I assume that great big blue wet thing out there in front of us is the ocean. But I wonder if that means that quillfish are a little more brackish of Pokemon, or if again I'm simply overanalyzing. Alright, so let's see. Guess you must have brought me that Pokemon with a scythe on each of its arms. Go on, show it to me, please. Okay, so it just pops one out, alright. Look at those keen blades. They'll make short work of this. You see the Ramanas... Yeah, You see the Ramanas roses blooming all over this island? I have to get every last one. I've been trying to pluck all of them myself. Having this, yes, Scyther's help will make things much smoother. Now hold on. All the roses? Well now hold on. I don't think you should take all the roses. They're for my wife, you see. She told me she wanted to fill our garden with these Ramanas roses. So I'm gathering every last one here to fill that garden right up for my darling dear. Aww. You're taking it too far. Okay, I prefer having the more rational conversation, so I think she just meant a few roses, Hiemo, not necessarily the entire field. What? Seriously? I'm not sure what, So she just meant to plant some. Well, that was a pretty severe misunderstanding. Okay, so that would have been actually my answer. I try to give an answer, like when my character is just sort of like, he's talking, but there's no text. I try to give an answer back, but honestly, I have no idea where the conversation is necessarily headed, so it's just me ad-libbing. I'm glad you came along where I plucked every rose on this island. I'll just bring some of their seeds home for us to raise together. Take care. Oh, that's a nice little request. Oh, we get a Seed of Mastery. How appropriate. Okay, well that was a nice little thing right there, but we are kind of getting along in time, and I am trying to be a little more conscientious of just how long each video is. So I think what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to put in a quick cut. I will go ahead and grab these two satchels off camera, unless anything particularly interesting occurs. I may actually bring you guys back for this one, because if there is a way to get up there, I'm not quite sure what it is, but because I know the tunnel starts at this location, goes underground, there's a big open chamber somewhere around here, and then comes out over here, but I don't think we've ever actually been on top of this part of the area. So, unless that satchel is actually inside the cave, I may bring you guys back if we're actually up on top of the mountain. But anyway, I'll go ahead and put in a cut. I will wait for the space-time distortion to form, I will collect the two satchels, and then I will meet you guys back in the Coastlands where we can go ahead and continue on. One quick U-turn, guys, just before I head off to the distortion. I realized that one thing I hadn't done was check to see if there were any additional wisps on this island, and there is one more. So let's go ahead and grab our 11th in the Fieldlands. There we go. 9 more remaining, and that is our current location. But as I said, I will see you guys back in the Coastlands in just a bit. One more quick interlude, guys. This is the night just after the distortion faded. The distortion was right over here, but on my way down into it on the first night, I noticed there was yet another wisp. So, we are running into these things kind of left and right now. But here we have what I believe is going to be our 12th wisp of the Fieldlands. Yep, we have 8 remaining, so that's wisp number 12. And now, again, as I said previously, I will try to bring you guys back once we're back in the Coastlands. We'll see if anything else has us having to cut back in. Hello, guys. Welcome back. So, we're over here, just outside of Orboro Tunnel, on the northern side. There we go, that's where I am, just this little spot right up here. I've pretty much spent the day, right quick, playing with Badoo. Battling some Shinx, battling some Baneri, not so much the Baneri because they like to run away too much. But what I'm doing right now is I let them out of their Pokeballs, and I discovered that if I kind of line them up correctly, I can actually interact with both of them at the same time. As you'll see, they're both Badoo are talking to me. I'm not sure if this raises their friendship level or not with me. I would imagine that it does, just like how battling with Pokemon raises friendship with them. In Sword and Shield, I know when you played with your Pokemon and shared curry with them at camps, you could get their friendship levels up, but I'm not entirely sure what gets friendship levels up in this game, but here I am just trying to... I'll go ahead and return the Pokemon. Just trying to get them with their friendship levels up so that hopefully I can get them evolved into Roselia a little bit sooner. But anyway, the other main reason I brought you guys back is because I went through Orboro Tunnel and I could not find the satchel. It's right over here, and I couldn't locate the satchel at all, but it does look like we have the ability to climb up with Weirdeer. Not quickly or perhaps even intentionally, but up there where you see the Machop and that blue sky tumblestone rock, we can use Weirdeer to just sort of, well, I did it a second ago without hardly even trying, and now that I'm on camera, I'm having trouble. It always seems to go that way. But yeah, if we just get up here with Weirdeer... Oh, there we go. Yeah, we've got Machoke and Machop, which they don't seem immediately hostile, but I think I'll keep going just in case. But let's go ahead and take a quick look around up here and see... Oh, apparently we'll see a Wisp. Alright, but, okay, there's Wisp number 13. That's the current location. I will go ahead and point out the location of that other Wisp, because I forgot to show it on camera, was somewhere over in this area. I'll actually go back and make sure I get the right map location when I do the compilation video for all the Wisp locations, but it was somewhere just along this ridge, just in case anybody has any trouble finding it. Actually, to help out with that, come to think of it, this is our Alpha Star Ravia that's always around, so it should actually be right around here, I think. Just a little bit north of where I was a second ago. Anyway. But it seems like over here we found an area where Machop and Machoke exist, where they aren't naturally hostile, which I'm actually incredibly happy to find that. I always enjoy finding places where you can just sort of, you know, be around Pokemon without them, you know, lunging at you all the time. We'll go ahead and get that rare King's Leaf again. I've yet to make any more max potions, or I've yet to make any max potions at all, although I am going to have to make some more Pokeballs. Amongst my travels going around this area, I did manage to catch 13, maybe 14 new Magikarp. It was just while I was swimming around on Basculegion. Nothing terribly interesting to see. It's literally just... They're some of the easiest Pokemon to catch, literally. But just swimming around Basculegion, basically throwing Pokeballs at Magikarp anytime I saw them, trying to expand out its Pokedex entry. Oh, hey, a Blissey! Oh, that's that cry we keep hearing. Oh, I thought that was the Machop's cry. Okay, so that's the Blissey that we keep hearing when we were over down at the bottom, about to go into Orboro Tunnel. Oh, let me see if I can get Well, the Chansey we saw out in the Coastlands wasn't terrifically hostile. I don't know if Blissey will or won't be. Let me see. But it's a level 62. Okay. Let me go ahead and make a mark of that on the map. There we go, our Alpha Blissey. Kind of appropriately, she seems to be surrounded by medicinal leeks. Okay. Oh, and looks like there is another Wisp down there, but that's this little area, guys. The on top of the mountain part. Let me just grab this Vivichoke, and then we will head down there and grab that other Wisp. Should be number 14, I believe, unless my counting's going off. Now previously I've been a lot more cautious around like cliff faces and things, but since we can basically just slide down into the water, and we now have Masculegion to protect us, I'm not too afraid of just diving on into the water. Alright, so number 14? Yep, number 14. And here is our location, just on this little island. This is one of the spots where I was actually catching the Magikarp. Oh yeah, see, there they are. And so literally, with the Magikarp, all you do is swim up to them. They're not terrifically hostile. There was a level 55 Alpha Magikarp, a little farther... Whoops. Back here, you. That is the third Magikarp that has... Oh, darn it. You've got to be careful. You can just throw your Pokeball straight in the water. But that's only the third Magikarp that I've managed to try to catch that is actually broken out of the Pokeball. Yeah, all the rest of them have been first-time catches. But a little farther, I believe, upstream, if I'm trusting the way the current is flowing, there was a level 55 Alpha Magikarp. All it appeared to be able to do was splash, though. So I used Umbreon and battled it, but it one hit and it fainted. Otherwise, I would have caught it. But yeah, but this is basically the entire, this is everything that's involved, basically, in catching Magikarp. You just swim up to them and toss the Pokeball and you're done. So, in this game at least, Magikarp has become one of my favorite Pokemon to catch, because it's just sort of like going around in a goldfish bowl and just sort of scooping out goldfish. It's actually rather fun and cathartic, if I'm being perfectly honest. But anyway, that being said, we got to see the top of the mountain, we got to see those next two Wisps, and we went ahead and got that satchel. So I think now, unless I am once again mistaken, I shouldn't be bringing you guys back again until... Oh, Zubat. But I don't think I'll be bringing you guys back again until we are actually over in the Coastlands. Although I've made that promise, I think, 3 times now, and we haven't been able to get through with it. Come on, weird ear. There we go. But yeah, that should be... If the game will... Let me zoom out. Yep, that should be everything gone and collected. Oh, I guess on that note, one thing I should do is... Let's turn in the 2 satchels we've gotten. Another 87 merit points. Oh, and a Great Ball. And 55 merit points, and no reward. Oh well. But anyway, I will go ahead and see you guys back in the Coastlands. Okay guys, and after much ado and distractions, here we are finally in the Coastlands. I knew we'd get here eventually. So, let's go ahead and start off with Ursaluna and trying to track down Wanda. Now, let's see. We don't have any blue little radar pings just yet, but we should pick up on something if we explore around a bit. Oh, an Alpha Spheal. Well, let's take a look. Level 43. Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's use Umbreon. Hardly ever use any of these status moves. Let's try an Agile style Calm Mind and see if after that we can use a strong style Dark Pulse. Nope, Spheal's still able to attack even with us using an Agile style. Alright. But Now let's go ahead and go in with strong style dark pulse. A dark style strong pulse. Icy wind. Oh, don't freeze, don't freeze. Oh! Oh, the refrigeration. One more dark pulse should do it. Alright. There we go. A little more candy and some more levels. And Badoo still can't evolve. Oh well. Well, let's go ahead and use some potion on Umbreon. I don't know if it matters or not, but back when we were still over in the Fieldlands, I was actually using Oran berries specifically to heal up Badoo after their battles. I don't know if where's the next alpha? We still have the alpha music. Where's the next alpha? Oh, is it that wall rain that's out here? Oh, yet another satchel. I guess we should take a look at that. But sorry, distractions. What I was saying was I was using berries to heal up Badoo back when I was battling with them over in the Fieldlands. And part of the reason for that is I don't know if Pokemon actually prefer being fed berries. I don't know if that actually raises their friendship at all or not as compared to using a potion. It probably doesn't. I don't know for certain, and I don't really want to go online and like dig through, you know, internet websites or anything trying to find all these answers. I'd rather just try to kind of explore on my own, at least for the time being, and just see what I can discover in the traditional sense. That being said, what is... Oh, there's yet another Alpha Seal. Okay, well, let's use Dusknoir this time. Wasn't expecting us to jump right into some Alpha battles, but why not? As it knocks me on my rear end. Dusknoir is a ghost type. It enjoys cold areas. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm going to go along with it. Let's try a strong style Shadow Ball. I'm not quite as cautious with going up against the random alphas. Oh, Frostbite, and I was afraid of that. But yeah, I'm not quite as cautious about going up against the random alpha Pokemon as I am about the ones that seem like they're more regularly kept in the areas. Like, for example, I wouldn't necessarily want to go fighting the Drapion that we have over there. I believe this is a Drapion. This was a Machoke. Actually, we caught this one. So should have respawned, but that's a Machoke. And I believe this one was a Walrein. Those I don't usually jump into too quickly to combat because they sometimes can give me quite a run for my money. But I do go for the more randomish alphas. Yeah, see, here's the Walrein. But I do go for the random alphas a little more because they're a good way to get some candies, and they're a good way to get experience points. Nope, still no Badoo levels. I'm hoping just carrying Badoo around might increase their friendship as well, as opposed to keeping them in the box, but I don't remember all the ins and outs of friendship, so I'm not entirely sure what's going to work. But I will try a bunch of different things, and hopefully through trial and error I will eventually get my 2 Roselias evolved. Well, looks like Ursaluna's have found some treasure, if nothing else. Oh. Alright. Hold on. No, come on. I'm trying to get off Ursaluna. Preferably before I pass out. Alright, first things first. I need to get Dusknoir back up to snuff. One of these. Just get him all the way back up. Alright. And now, Typhlosion. Let's go ahead and get these Moltham out of the way. There we go. Because if there is some treasure around here, I'd like to at least be able to try and find it. Although it appears what I need to do right now is heal up myself. So let me just sneak over here behind a tree. Hope that none of the Mothim reappear. They do seem to reappear about whenever the game switches from one time of day to another. So you've got morning, midday, evening, and nighttime, I believe. So there's 4 different times a day. And I believe Pokemon will respawn basically whenever that time of day shifts over. So you should have a little bit of time before it goes into evening. Wait, up here? Oh, it's up around the... okay. Now, it did occur to me, I maybe should have stopped in town on the way through and turned in Almus's quest before coming out here, because this, somewhere here in the Coastlands, might be the next place that Almus wants us to actually find a Combee for him. And if that is the case, well, I guess you guys can learn from my mistake and not repeat it. But let's see. This has nothing to do with Wanda, by the way. I'm trying to find where some actual buried treasure is, just because I haven't really shown that off. Ah, here we go. We haven't really shown off Ursaluna digging for treasure too often. You obtained Old Verse 3. What? Oh, wait. Are we sequence breaking? Old Verse 3, part of a series of old poems that have been unearthed around the Hisui region. Judging from the handwriting, it appears they were all written by the same person. Would you like to read it now? Sure. No claws nor fangs, no strength to claim. No man could hope to hold his own to mighty Pokémon. But bolts of light rained down one day, 10 times they fell, 10 times struck true upon 10 Pokémon. Then to weak man did these 10 turn, his strength to be, and all were blessed by loyal Pokémon. Were not these bolts a gift to man? Were they not your almighty grace, great Sinnoh, Paragon? I think that was supposed to rhyme a little bit, but I may have butchered the poetry there, unfortunately. Okay, so I have no idea what we just unearthed there. I mean, obviously we unearthed Old Verse 3, but I haven't been told by anyone. I'm assuming that's a key item? Yeah, part of a series of... okay, well, if it's Old Verse 3, let's see, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, so at least down to this row is going to be plates. So I guess Old Verse 3 will go here. And yeah, that's got plenty of room to go down there for key items. And this will be 1, this will be 2, and this will be Old Verse ad infinitum, I guess. But yeah, I haven't been introduced to that. I guess we're going to be sidetracked for just a moment. I said I was trying to be more conscientious of what the episode's length would be, but I'm not entirely sure how long this one's going to turn out. Is Iskin at home? I know he said he didn't like unannounced visitors, but, oh, that's neat. This one's actually called Iskin's Home. No, he's not in here. Is there anything to look around at, or what is... oh, it's a little personal loom. Oh, how neat. We haven't really looked around inside his house. I mean, we did a little bit over at the Diamond Settlement, but we haven't really looked around in them too much. But yeah, they put a lot of little details in here. Huh. Okay, well, I was going to see if we couldn't talk to Iskin and maybe find out something about the verses. Maybe the next time we try to leave or enter an area or something, Vola will pop up about them, but I'm not sure if the old verses are related to Professor Laventon's request about the sea legend, the sea's legend. That was something else I wanted to work on while we were here in the Coastlands, though. We still aren't... ooh, Alpha Ambipalm. Well, we're going to try to get around Alpha Ambipalm because I want to see if... are we getting any blue signals around here? Hideaway Bay. Well, that seems like a good, appropriately named place to try and find Wanda. Oh, we've got Chansey. Hi, Chansey. I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, nope, Chansey, you're skittish. Interesting. Okay. But, No, looks like Wanda is not hidden away in the appropriately named Hideaway Bay. Let's go ahead and pop over. Oh, wait, there's a satchel around here somewhere. Let's pop over to the Coastlands camp. But we will go ahead and grab the satchels on our way. One more around here too. Oh, it's just up there. Alright. But yeah, I'm not sure. It was occurring to me. Oh, darn it. Oh, I'm sorry, Andy Palm. I don't really want to battle at this exact moment. But it did occur to me. Iskin said that in the Sea Legend, there was a prince that was spoken of, and it didn't dawn on me at the time, but I remembered a little bit last night that Manaphy, one of its legendary names, was Prince of the Sea, and so there's a little part of me that's wondering if part of this current quest with Professor Laventon isn't going to have something to maybe do with Manaphy. I may be getting my hopes up there, but are we being targeted? Oh, we're being targeted. Oh! Well, here's a lucky break. Yet another Wisp. And that's number 7. There is our current location. Let me zoom in for you guys. And now that we're no longer being targeted, let's fast travel over to the Coastlands camp, pull out Ursaluna, and see if Wanda's over here. Wanda. Oh, Wanda. Oh, we got more treasure. Is this going to be another verse? Somewhere over here. Yes, Staravia, I know you want to battle. What happened? Okay, let's see. If you give us a cutscene, it's probably another verse. Okay, no, there's plump beans. And so this is what Ursaluna does. I know I've shown this once before. But yeah, Ursaluna will dig up treasure, and then he'll do a little dance. Anyway. But no, it doesn't look like Wanda's anywhere around here either. Well, what other fast travel points do we have in the Coastlands? I may have to call the episode here, guys. I'm not sure. If the time length isn't too long, I'll go ahead and continue it. But I'm going to just sort of pop over here to the Molten Arena and take a quick look around the Coastlands on my own and see if I cannot locate at least where the blue radar flashes start. And then we'll go ahead and continue looking for Wanda from there, because I don't just want to aimlessly wander around for no good reason. So, if the episode continues, I guess you guys know I was able to keep it going, and if it doesn't, well, then I want to say thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next episode. But a little bit of an uncertainty here from my end. Bye-bye, guys. Or maybe it'll only be a couple of seconds, and we'll be right back. We'll see.